action. What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Matt Hanso podcast. And in today's episode, I am interviewing Mr. Adam Fogg. Mr. Adam Fogg, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to run through some of your PBs. You just tell me if any of them are wrong.
Sounds good.
Alright, so for an 800, you've run 152. I believe that was in England.
It was, yeah, last June. Last June in England, yeah, 152.
1500, 340, which is a 358 mile conversion.
Yeah.
Also in England. So explain that. Almost got Andy Butchard.
yeah, so I ran 340 for the 1500 in late June last year. Andy Butchard was in the race, didn't quite get close to him, but cool to race some big names like that and get a good time on the board.
Yeah, that's insane, mate. For your mile, you've run 4 flat in your indoor season on a flat indoor track. So
yeah, so that was in February this year in America at Iowa State. So 300 meter flat indoor track. It was actually a good track. Edwin Kurgat won that race, the national cross country champion.
Couple of elites as well.
Yeah, definitely. Couple of pros in there.
For your 3K, you've run 8:16. That was at state? No, yes.
Yeah, states last year. So state 3K 2019, I got second with that time, 8:16.
Okay, so I don't want any hate for Foggy, but I'm going to list these 2 time trial times from recently. So
they count.
For a 5K, you've run 14:26 at the famous Loader Raceway.
I'm claiming it, yeah.
Yep. He did, in his video, he did actually say he ran 14:35, but after measuring the course properly, it was found that, he actually ran 14:26. And your 10K, this was huge, 29:34.
Yeah, didn't expect it, but I'm claiming it. I'm a 10K runner now.
Yeah,
so
5 10K runner.
Watch out, Stewie.
So, you go to the Drake University, but you're a sophomore/junior. So which one would you classify yourself as? And kind of explain that kind of situation right now.
Yeah, so American eligibility is so confusing. I honestly don't know for sure, but basically I did 2 years of uni in Australia and I went over after 2 years. So by age, I'm a junior, but in terms of eligibility, some sites have me listed as a freshman. So I really don't have a clue. I think I've got 2 years from now. So I should have cross-country, indoor-outdoor, cross-country, indoor-outdoor remaining as of right now.
So
we'll see. Hopefully
you go back for crossy season next year. So out of all your PBs, which one is your favorite?
I'd have to say the 1500, the 340. Even though the 10K time trial now, I'm claiming it is. It was pretty surprising for me, that 10K, but definitely the 340 1500. I think it's probably my standout PB at the moment. And yeah, being in that race in England, it was my final race in the English summer last year. As I said before, a couple of big names in there, you know, Andy Butchard, just to name one of them, and plenty of others. It was, just a great race to be a part of, and glad I could run fast on the day.
Yeah, that's insane, mate. So, this probably already answered it, but your favourite distance to run?
Yeah, 1500, I think, yeah. But I am kind of enjoying, testing myself over longer distances.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
5K, 10K coming soon.
We'll see.
Okay, so I'll go through some background now. So how did you get into running?
Alright, so pretty much, as you know, Matt, with the Queensland school sports system, I think we got it really good here in Queensland. I was never really I always played soccer and that kind of thing when I was, I don't know, from 5 to 13 I played soccer, and then when I was 8 I won my school cross country. And obviously you're not a serious runner at that point, but from kind of that age I sort of thought I'm alright at running, never really properly got into it. And then as soon as you turn 10 in Queensland, I don't know about other states, I assume it's fairly similar, you can go through your districts, regionals, states and nationals, and when I was 11 I got to nationals in the 800, and then from kind of there I've thought I am a runner, and then I got more seriously into it when I was 15, 16, when I got my first proper coach with the on-track running group.
So you mentioned you made nationals, but the more important thing, did you win district cross country?
I did, in year 5, 6 and 7. I won districts year 5, 6 and 7. Then I went under the radar for a bit, and yeah, came back in year 12, year 11, 10, year 11 and 12. I think I then won it again.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting.
Big title.
So yeah, big title, district cross country, all the ladies on you. So
Yeah.
what was your training like during these development kind of years?
Yeah, so pretty minimalistic, I'd say. When I was 16, I got my first proper coach, Ben Norton, at On Track, and the training group was really good. It was my first proper squad, and I really felt like I fitted in there. And I kind of went from running, 30k a week when I was up to 15 to 40k, and then 50k, and then eventually 60, 70k a week when I was 16 and 17, which at the time seemed huge. Obviously, that's kind of now changed with going to America and stepping up the mileage and stuff, but always, when I was younger, I never was a high mileage person. I was very kind of speed focused, and yeah, that's all kind of taken a bit of a turnaround since going to America.
So I know for myself, I have all these big goals and things I want to achieve in the long term. So back then, did you have any goals like that that you were like striving to do? Any like milestones? Have you hit any of them yet, or are you getting closer?
Yeah, so as a younger runner, I wouldn't say I had any huge goals when I was 10 or 11, kind of going through that state system. When you're that age, you're kind of just going through every race, like trying to do as well as you can. And obviously, from a very young age, I'd say I've wanted to, make international teams and go to the Olympics and that kind of thing. Obviously, haven't achieved that yet, but I'd say one of my biggest goals was to make any international team, and I got to run at the Oceanas in 2017 in Fiji. I ran the 1500 and the 5k, not obviously a huge international competition. I mean, can't even really claim it, but still got an Australia singlet. So.
Exactly.
And then World Juniors the year after was a huge goal. I ran a qualifier, but didn't make the team. So
still not salty about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Rough.
So you had a pretty good high school career, a couple of national representations, and you broke 4 for the first time in year 12 / your senior year. Since then, you've gone from a decent miler to one of the best in Australia. What has been one of your keys, or like many keys to your success, you reckon?
Yeah, so going from, I ran 4:01 for the 1500 when I was 16, and then the following year when I was 17 ran 3:59 at districts actually. By myself, just solo. I just kind of put my foot down and went for it, broke 4, and since then it's been, my 1500 progression has actually been really linear, kind of quite steady each year, but big improvements every year, and I haven't really changed too much. So I was training with Ben Norton at the time, doing quite a lot of speed focused kind of stuff, and over that kind of 4-ish years, I'd say the biggest thing that's changed now would be my mileage. But yeah, going kind of from a high school runner just breaking 4 minutes in the 1500 through a couple of years out of high school, my mileage didn't change too much, and my improvement I would kind of put down to just like developing more, and kind of the actual speed training basically paying off more and more. And now, hopefully, now that I've done a few more miles, next track season will bring even more. We'll
Olympic
see.
Qualifier.
Maybe.
Okay, what has changed about your training since going to college? I guess you already answered this, your mileage, but like, how have you been coping with the I wouldn't say drastic, but it's quite a bit more than what you were doing. So.
Yeah. So it's definitely a lot more. Before going to America, I think I'd run 80-ish, maybe 90k on a really big week on the odd occasion. I'd probably averaged before going to college, literally when I was 20 last year, early last year, no more than about 80k a week, which is 50 odd miles. And since going to America, basically straight away, it picked right up to around about 80 miles or 130k. And I was pretty worried going over to America. I really didn't know kind of how I'd handle that after not being a big mileage man, unlike yourself, growing up obviously, but it was pretty much like the smoothest transition possible. I went over and straight away was running more mileage, but it went really well. Cross country went really well, and then obviously a 4 flat mile in February. And now I'm fairly consistently running 140-ish K a week, and it's, touch wood, all going quite well. So
Yep, so that's really good to hear. I'm really excited to see what you can do if you ever get another outdoor track season.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see. Thank you, coronavirus.
Okay, so I'm going to go on to some funner questions now, not so serious. So, Mr. Adam Fogg, what's your favourite food?
I would probably have to say pizza. I don't have it often, but
What pizza?
I've always been a big Hawaiian fan.
Oh, I knew
know,
you were going to say that.
Pineapple on pizza. I always have, yeah, since I was a proper youngster, Hawaiian has been my kind of go-to pizza. But yeah, since going to America, I've got into a bit more barbecue chicken, and
Boy, it's
there's
kinda
some,
cheeky.
yeah, there's some good pizza places in America.
Alright, so what's your pre-race snack? So, you know, you have consistently before a race.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird one because it always used to be like a huge smoothie. I used to be really pedantic with I need to have my smoothie, like I have to have it an hour and a half before my race with a cereal bar. And then when I went to America, I literally said to my mum, like, I can't be bringing a smoothie everywhere. So I completely got rid of that. And now it's basically probably a banana, a cereal bar, kind of depends on the time of the race. I'd say a banana and a cereal bar though, for a short answer.
Alright, so you talked about how you had to have your smoothie before your race.
Yeah.
So, what do you have any other superstitions like that, or?
I don't have too many, to be honest. No, honestly, I'm not very superstitious. I try not to think about too much kind of going into a race.
Yeah.
I just kind of try and prepare as well as I can.
Favorite socks?
I guess I do kind of have a pair of socks that I always wear, but if I don't have them, I'm not like, oh no, I don't have my socks, you know, I'll just wear a different pair of socks.
You know, clean your spikes before the race, like anything like that?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I would give my spikes. I give them a little turn, you know, make sure that they're locked in, even though they never move. I just give them that little check. So,
Alright, so this is gonna be pretty controversial. Short shorts or half tights?
yeah, very controversial. Some people are kind of definitely all for splitties, but I used to be in that boat, and I've jumped ship. I'm now half tight, so
Ooh.
I know. Before last year, when I went to England, I honestly don't think I'd ever raced in half tights before, and then when I went to England, I did just about every race in them. So yeah, since then
Another superstition.
yeah, that's it. Gotta have the half tights on.
Okay, so for short shorts or half tights, tuck in or tuck out?
Tuck in, definitely. Even in a time trial. I think even in the 5K, maybe not the 5, but definitely the 10, I tucked in.
Well, that's
Has to be done.
That's some Sam Parsons kind of stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tin Man.
socks or spikes?
Yeah, always.
Controversial again.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever run in spikes without wearing socks.
Wow.
So, yeah, there you go.
Okay, if you could change one thing about running, what would it be? Just like the whole running thing, and like you could be like, you know, I wouldn't want my legs to hurt or something like that.
I wouldn't want my legs to hurt. Yeah, I mean, if you could go through a race without feeling any pain, that would be kind of nice. I guess it's all part of it. If I could improve my finishing speed to drop like, I don't know, a 45-second final 400 at the end of like a mile, that would
Matt Tenchwick's
kind of be
stuff.
nice, yeah.
Okay, so, kind of like on the last question, if you could change one rule in cross country and track, what would it be?
I honestly haven't really thought about this too much before, but I think cross country, you're always kind of trying to get quite a good start, and you know, you need to be in a good position early. So if you could kind of, I don't know, be a bit more brutal in dropping some shoulders and that kind of thing early in the race, I think.
Start on a hill.
Yeah, kind of just knock some people over. I think that could help improve your starting position, but in saying that, I am quite skinny. I'd probably just get tumbled
I reckon
over.
that'd be good. You could just like clip people's ankles. I do that anyway, but I mean,
you wouldn't get in trouble for it.
exactly.
Yeah, that
Full
could be
contact
alright.
sport. And what about track? You got a different one for track?
Probably similar. I mean, if you could just knock people off the track, and as soon as you're off the track, then
Doesn't it happen anyway though?
kind of, yeah. Actually, it happened to me in my mile debut.
Go watch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
4:12.
So
hit
this
the
is
ground.
so what's your worst move or pickup line or lady?
Oh man. Wow, this is another tough one.
Which one do I pick?
Yeah, God, I would have a list of bad ones, but one that probably stands out. This isn't terrible. It's just a laugh. But me and my friend Liam Willett a couple of years ago now, we were on a night out, standard night out in Brisbane, and you know, you see a group of girls, and we thought, yeah, they're alright. So I came up with this plan, and I told Liam the plan, and basically it ended up with me standing over near the girls, and I pretty much got Liam to disappear, and then he came out of the blue and pretended I was some like really famous dude, like, oh my god, Adam Fogg, like, can I get a picture with you? And then it actually kind of almost worked, and then I think they realised we were joking, and yeah, that was it. They were gone.
Oh,
But
that's awful.
it was kind of funny. It was a good laugh. Yeah.
Alright, Mr. Fogg, what's your favourite movie?
I've always been a huge fan of Goal with Santiago
Oh.
Munez playing for Newcastle. I love that movie.
Up
Yeah.
the tune.
Yeah, a good little football movie, that one. So
Yeah, nice. So, another segment now. Okay, Mr. Adam Fogg, you can ask me any questions for a minute or two.
oh wow. All right. Go on then. What are your goals with running, and have you achieved any since you were even younger runner?
So I haven't been running for that long, so I guess I've always kind of, it used to be I wanted to play professional football, but now I want to become a professional runner. I want to get sponsored. Olympics, obviously. Yes, normal stuff. Actually get paid to run, that'd be pretty cool.
It would. Yeah, that'd be nice. Can agree.
Freak it.
Yeah. And all right, good answer. And with the subject of America, do you reckon you'll end up in the college system?
So I definitely want to go like straight out of school. So that's definitely a plan. I've mentioned this in a video before. I've got a few that I would like to. I could actually start contacting coaches soon, which is pretty exciting. But
So,
yeah, nah, watch this space.
yeah, definitely a good move to make, I think. All right, yeah, great move to end up in the college system, I think. I'm really enjoying it. Go on then, worst move you've pulled on a girl.
So I was in the city with my mates, and we're in Macca's, and they're like, oh yeah, there's like a blonde chick, and everyone's like, oh yeah, go ask for a number, and it worked. But yeah, no,
Nice.
she gave me a fake number and tried to
Oh,
call it.
no.
No, I hate to see it.
Oh,
I think I
it's
said something. I said something really cringy. I was like, oh, you're really cute. Can I please have your number? Like, oh, real bad.
At least she gave you something.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Alright guys, so that's the end of this week's, well, I don't know if this is going to be weekly. If you want to see more of this, I can probably get a couple other elites. And if you want Miss Adam Fogg to host as well, then I'm sure you'd be happy to. So, that's all for this video. So, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.